Hello, this is Tamara Sweeney from Love Dominates. Wearing this shirt, more love, love more. I love that. It's a great message. Today, I just want to let other targeted parents understand that they are not crazy. When you are in a situation where you are dealing with a covert narcissist, you are dealing with the impossible. There is no working with them. There's no negotiating with them. They don't talk to you. They ignore you. They purposely create chaos in your life. So I wanted to really hone down on looking at your ex-spouse's background, their history, how they were raised. Because I can tell you this, they either had some kind of childhood trauma or there is some deep, dark secret that they haven't told you. And they are battling with their shame and their guilt. I can tell you this, in my own personal situation, one lie has led to multiple lies. I literally got into this marriage, had no idea who this person was. I only knew him for 6 months. Got engaged, and a year later I got married. So, my fault. But really do your due diligence before you get married. Because this situation, I married someone I didn't know. I don't even know who this person is, where he came from, because everything I was taught or everything that was told to me was a lie from day one. It's that bad. So, I want to give some crazy examples that I deal with just parenting. The co-parenting, they will never deal with you. They will never stick to a schedule. They will make it absolutely hell for you. Dealing with my situation, I had to battle just for my kids to have an education. He didn't believe in education, and he said the kids are going to do it their way. At 14, his exact words were, F the teachers. My kid's going to do it his way. So when you have a parent that isn't role modeling good behaviors and has an attitude like that, there's no winning. There's no talking sense into this person. So I battled with education. Just examples now. My youngest is a senior. My ex told the kids education doesn't matter. High school doesn't matter. Don't go to senior prom. It means nothing in the big picture. Don't even get a senior picture. So my kids, no senior picture. My last son, no senior prom, and they actually convinced the child that it's their decision that they made. Meanwhile, when I know my child grows up, that's one thing he's going to regret the rest of his life, because he's not even in the yearbook, because he's not going to have a senior picture. So, and he missed the senior prom. It's sad. It's really sad. But they also do this so that the targeted parent can't see that child. I used to get the runaround on trying to see my daughter's prom. He'd send me to a different place. All the games that they play. But they sit there and say, oh, I can't help that the kids don't want to be with you. I'm not going to force them to be with you. Well, I never had a problem with my kids until I asked for divorce. Then when I wanted to leave the great ex-spouse, I hurt the ego, then everything, I was a bad parent. But before that, I have all these, love notes. He was gone for 17 years, sent me all these notes on Mother's Day. What a wonderful wife, what a wonderful mom I am. But as soon as you divorce, they hang the noose around you. The big thing is you cannot have any rules in the house. You cannot have any discipline. I was the only one that had rules. So he would call me a militant. And my rules were brush your teeth, make your bed, take out the trash. It wasn't anything harsh, or study and read. Excuse me, I have like allergies. So I became a militant because I asked the kids to do that. There's no accountability whatsoever in this situation. So they'll never hold the kids accountable. They will never be held accountable. So you're dealing with the impossible, as I said. They also don't teach any kind of work ethic. I had jobs for my kids. They worked hard to get these jobs. And then my ex would turn around and tell the kids, I'll pay you $10 an hour to sit on the beach. So then they quit their job. So how do you compete with something like that? You can't. Then the other thing that's really impossible is how they use authority against you. They will, the judges, the lawyers, the therapists, they'll all go against you. You can pick up the patterns easily because the same verbiage is the same of your ex-spouse. So jot this down, journal it, write every quote, because you will forget some of the things that happened. And I'm so glad I journaled. That helped me big time, because I was able to track the lawyers' patterns, the judges' patterns, the therapist patterns, the police. They all have the same story. It's amazing. Even the school district, the principals, they all say the same thing. They're all involved. It's a nightmare. A nightmare. In my case, I had forgery, perjury. I had them tampering with my USPS mail. I still do. There's no federal offense. You can't even file. I've had to go through, it's been 2 years I've been filing and nothing happens. It's insane. It's really insane. They'll put false accusations on you, judgments, charging liens. They'll have the lawyers suing you to make your life impossible, to make your life full of chaos. They want to put you into submission. Absolutely. The court scandal. I'll actually give some examples of what's going on in Superior Court with me right now. Because of my situation, my last child is 18 and graduating. So I never got a settlement from my ex. I was forced out of my house. He literally squatted in my house, didn't make payments, was able to stay in that house. He forged my name to power of attorney to forge my name to my personal income taxes. IRS does absolutely nothing. But his lawyer is married to someone that worked in the IRS for 15 years. I mean, these are all the connections. If you sit here and put it together, your story will make absolute sense. And I want to guide you, and I want to definitely have you guys journal everything, every single incident, everything that happens during the day, and put affidavits and put them into the court system, make affidavits of truth, and keep, putting these filings in. They'll call it terroristic. You're terroristic for proving them wrong, for proving them as criminals. But the more people that do it, the more we're going to prove how there is no justice system. There is no due process. There is no equal rights. The only rights here are what the judges want and the money in their back pocket. That is it. That's it. So humans are for profit, elderly and children especially.